Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. My name is Alex.
And my name is Alicia.
And we are the Baileys. So this channel is all about advice, tips, sharing our experiences, kind of us being married for the last 2.5 years at the time of this recording, us being parents. We just kind of want to talk a little bit about that, sharing our experiences. Maybe it can help someone else. And if you guys have any advice you want to give us as new parents or as somewhat newlyweds as well, we'd love to hear them in the comments below. So feel free to put your 2 cents in there. We're always open to hear it and we'll respond as well. So let's get started. This is our very first episode. This is 2019 and we want to wish everybody a happy New Year's.
So usually for New Year's, people like to make resolutions about what they're going to do for the new year and what things they're going to change. You know, some common ones are like, I want to lose weight, or I want to go back to school, or, you know, you just want to pick up something that you have never done before. And a lot of people struggle with successfully doing that throughout the year, especially after the first 2 weeks. It becomes like a non-existent goal at that point. So here are 5 tips that you can use to accomplish your New Year's resolution.
So here's tip number 1. Set realistic goals. One of the biggest culprits of people not reaching their goals is not setting realistic, achievable goals. Sometimes we'll put a crazy goal out there. Say, for example, you want to lose weight. You want to lose 100 pounds in a month. It's just not realistic. And what I tend to find is that when I set a goal that's not realistic and I don't hit that goal during the time frame that I want to hit it in, or to reach the status or the place where I want to reach, then I get discouraged. And at that point in time, I stop trying, I give up on the goal, whatever it may be. So set realistic, achievable goals. Whether that be to lose weight, to start going to church more, if you want to start talking to your family more, if you want to start reading more books this year, set goals. You know what? I'm going to read 1 book per month. If you know it's 600 pages, then divide it into weeks and however many pages you'll end up reading each week, depending on how long the book is. So that way you can measure it, you can see that you're actually hitting this goal and you're on track to hit that goal. So set realistic goals. Boom.
So tip number 2 is write it down. It's always better to see your goals every day. Like, for instance, get a dry erase board and just write down your goals of what you have. So every time you wake up, you'll always look at that goal and be like, okay, this is what I want to work on for this week or for this month. And you'll never really forget it, or 2 days will go by and you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot that I'm doing this or that. So a good thing to do is write it down. So number 3 is always have an accountability partner. So it could be your spouse, best friend, coworker, boss, whoever you choose to be someone that will keep you in check with your goal and help you to achieve your goal as well. Don't have someone that's gonna just be like, okay, not care and not try to help you get your goal achieved, or basically just be there as someone, as an enabler of whatever you're not doing wrong. Whatever you're doing wrong. So yeah, have an accountability partner. Especially if you're in a relationship, it's just easy to just choose your spouse, and just to make sure that they are keeping you in check while you're also keeping them in check. So it's a lot easier to accomplish something when you have help.
Very true. And just on a quick piggyback off of that, honestly, I don't know how I would even reach goals if I didn't have Alicia. Everyone's different, and whether you're married or not, find a best friend, find your girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever it may be. If they care about you, they're going to stay on top of you to make sure that you achieve these goals and that you're at least on track to do those. Tip number 4, plan for failure. Sounds crazy, I know, but check it out. Stay with me. If you plan for failure, you're essentially thinking to yourself, there are going to be roadblocks on the way that's going to stop you or at least slow you down from reaching that goal. Plan for those. If you know that there's a particular month where you go away for the holidays or you go on vacation and you know that you need to stick to your gym regimen or whatever the case may be, plan for it. Start looking to see if the hotel you're going to has a gym and what times they're open till. Meal prep for the week, whatever the case may be. If you know that you're not going to have time this week because you're going on vacation to read, let's put a couple of extra pages in there a nighttime now as you're working towards that vacation time. So plan for that. Don't let excuses or life or things that happen deter you from reaching these goals. Boom.
Tip number 5.
Stay consistent. If there's nothing else you take away from today's video, stay consistent. Even if you continuously fail, stay consistent. Keep on pushing, keep on trying, keep on reaching towards those goals. Because the easiest thing to do is to give up and say, you know what, well, it didn't work out. I won't even try it again, whatever the case may be. No matter how many times you fail, get up, get back on it, and keep on pushing. Stay consistent, and that's really it. Anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, just also like for, let's just say a lot of people I know are going to be trying to lose weight for a new year. If you decide you want to start working out, try working out 2 times a week. Then could go up to 3, then 4. That way it becomes easier to stick to it. And if you feel like, okay, you're going to miss a day, at least try to do 15 to 10 minutes of something. It could be push-ups or run in place or something. That way you're always contributing to the goal that you're trying to reach as far as losing weight. And that goes with anything. Always try to do a little bit of something even though you can't do it all in that one day or that one week.
So let's talk a little bit about our goals for 2019. Honestly, Alicia and I are proactively trying to work on new goals and try to reach old ones that we've already set in place that we still haven't achieved yet. So some people are different. Some will wait for the new year. Some will start, the moment they think of it. Wherever you are, it doesn't really matter. Just get to it. So our goals that we've been working on as of last year, moving into this year, and just being a little bit more aggressive about it this new 2019. One of the things Alicia and I want to do as a couple, as a family, we want to kind of lower our debt for one and save more this year. So one of our biggest things is putting in place different steps in order to do that.
One of the goals I want to accomplish this year is, getting into better shape. I also want to start incorporating more academic activities with my son. I want to get more involved with his learning, more hands-on stuff, take field trips, things like that he's not able to do because he's not in school right now. So I think those are the 2 biggest things. Also, just furthering my career. I'm not really sure where it's going to lead me right now, but I will. That is a goal of mine for this year.
2019. Okay. One of the things I personally want to work on is always my business, of course. I'm a photographer, cinematographer, and graphic designer. So that's really it. Anything else you want to say about 2019? Any hopes, aspirations?
Positive vibes, no new friends. And just want to enjoy life.
New year, new me.
Live my best life.
Live my best life. Honestly, there's a lot. Like last message, that's right. I promise. A lot going on out there. A lot of negativity going out there in the world, especially here in the States. And look, it's a new year. Whether you agree with whoever's in presidency in the office or not, we are still people. We've all got to band together. We've all got to come together. Let 2019 be a different year. Let 2019 see a different side of us as human beings that we haven't seen in previous years. Let that be a goal this year for us to come together as a community, as a nation, just as people of all different walks of life, religions, nationalities, sexual orientation, doesn't matter. Let's just come together, be positive this year, and everybody have a great 2019, and we'll see you in the next one.